Hello, Evolve as You Go community member.
As you know, we are here to help you navigate change. And what better way to do that than to invite inspiring guests to share their stories with you?
I'm so excited. Today we have Tina Richardson that's joining us.
And we always do the talking. So today we are going to have Tina do most of the talking. So without further ado, Tina, would you mind sharing a little bit about yourself and your business?
Yeah, so hi everyone, my name is Tina. I'm 21 years old. I'm a nursing student at Queen's University. I just finished my first year. I took 3 years off of school between high school and starting university just to figure out what I wanted to do. I did some traveling, work, did some musical theater. I've kind of been all over the place. My plan for this summer kind of got turned upside down, as I'm sure many of you can understand that with COVID. I was supposed to be interning at a medical supply company, and unfortunately that fell through. So I thought, okay, well, I'll just take some more courses. And then an opportunity showed up to start working with Cutco. I'm one of their sales representatives and a team leader in the Toronto team. And yeah, and so I just kind of chat with people about what I do and how I sell and what I sell and everything like that.
So you said the opportunity came to you, but like how did the opportunity show up?
I got involved because one of my friends actually from nursing, she recommended me for the job. And at first I was a little bit skeptical and I was like, what? Like, selling knives? That's kind of weird. But I went for the interview and then they thought I was great. And so they hired me. And yeah, from then I just have been working really hard.
Deciding to be part of a company where you are 100% responsible for your own success can be quite intimidating. So have you ever experienced any kind of self-doubt? And if so, how did you overcome that?
Yeah, absolutely. My first weekend, so I did my training on Thursday and Friday, and then I actually started right after training on Friday doing some demos over Zoom. Throughout my first weekend, I was super nervous and, I wanted to quit probably about 10 times. And I was like, this isn't for me. I'm not going to succeed. It was nerve-wracking. I've never been in a sales position before, and I didn't really know how to navigate those insecurities. But, my manager was really helpful. I voiced these concerns to him and he gave me a really good nugget of advice. And it was, the only way to fail is to quit. Because as long as you're trying and you keep going, you will succeed. I keep that in the back of my head every time, I feel discouraged. If I have a bad day, I sit and I'm like, okay, the only way to fail is to quit, because it's true. And I'm so glad that I didn't quit, because I wouldn't be where I am now, and I wouldn't be talking to you guys. And so it's provided a lot of opportunity. So just remembering that, it's a classic, every no gets you closer to a yes.
I love what you said about failing, because I remember one time, I think it's Michael Jordan saying that you have to fail 300 times to get it right one time. So I love, that your manager was able to bring it back to you, that, really you don't know until you try. So obviously you start a new project, you're never sure if it's going to work. Then you have the self-doubt coming in. So when was the aha moment that you were like, oh my God, this is actually working. This is really taking off for me.
I think the aha moment kind of came. So there's a period. So your first 10 days, they kind of put you in a bit of a sales contest, and they incentivize you by giving you, surprises. Oh, if you reach this in sales, then you get this for free. And I mean, we all like free stuff. I love free stuff personally.
So do I.
And I think the aha moment was just, I would say about halfway through, and I realized, I'm actually doing quite well, considering I'm 5 days into this brand new job of a skill that I've really never put into practice before. And I was getting a lot of really positive feedback from both customers and my management team and the other sales reps. And it was also getting a lot of positive feedback from my family, which was really helpful to get that support. I didn't have a chance to really look at my sales. And then I looked at my sales and I was like, oh, cool. And also just being able to speak fairly comfortably with people that I might not have been in the past. It just kind of all snowballed, except I didn't really notice it was snowballing until it was like massive.
That sounds amazing. So, you know, you mentioned a little bit about your goals, and I know that you are ambitious and you love setting goals. So, what do you do to keep yourself on track to achieving your goals?
I do a couple things. In the mornings, I write down 3 affirmations for the day, and as well as 3 things that I'm grateful for. Sometimes the affirmations are it's like just ride the exhaustion, it's going to be worth it, or like believe in your phoning abilities and stuff like that. And sometimes the gratefulness is like I'm grateful for my health. Sometimes, like this morning, I put down as I'm grateful for coffee. At the end of the day, I kind of go over, okay, what are my goals? And I set weekly goals. So on Sunday, I say, okay, what's my goal for the week? Whether it be a sales goal, a phoning goal, a personal goal, an exercise goal. And every day I kind of go back and I look at that. Okay, how did I advance myself towards those goals?
So I always tell people, you know, when you start a business or when you start a new project, you're going to learn a lot about the business, but you're going to learn a lot about yourself. So what would you say is the biggest thing you have learned about yourself during your time with Cutco?
I think the biggest thing I've learned about myself so far is that I can push myself a lot harder than I thought. This summer, honestly, I've had to really schedule myself to the hour and create goals that seem huge, but then when you break them down weekly, you know, they're not so huge. And just realizing that I can handle a lot more than I gave myself credit for in the past, because I've always struggled with mental health. And so I've always been worried if I take on too much, you know, is that going to bring me down? But I've realized that the more that I actually take on, the more excited I get about doing those things and doing more, which is pretty awesome.
That's amazing. So, what is the best part about working for yourself?
The best part about working for myself is knowing that if you dedicate your time and you put in a lot of work, then you're going to be successful. You know, I've been in jobs where I've worked 2, 3, 4 times as hard as my coworker, and I get the same pay or the same result. And having a position where my success is directly related to the amount of work and effort and dedication I put into it is insurmountable. There's no comparison, because it feels so good to have something that's, you know, if you don't work for it, you're not going to get results. And that's the best part about being able to work for myself.
That's awesome. You know, we hear a lot of people saying when they want to start new business. So we hear a lot of business owners saying they have a hard time in closing sales, generate leads. What advice would you give to someone that is having those struggles?
In terms of generating leads, a big part of that is getting customers and getting people to enroll in you. So making sure that people understand your goals and why you're doing what you're doing, because if you're not able to kind of translate that, then, you know, why should they care? You know, if you don't quite understand that yourself, then how are you going to explain that to other people? So once you get really passionate about your goals and know why you're doing something, then it makes it a lot easier to get other people to understand why you're doing something, and other people to be like, oh, that's awesome. I really want to support that. Here, let me put you in contact with so on and so forth. So it's really important to make sure that you have a good understanding of why you're doing what you're doing and what your goals are, so you can share that with potential customers in order to get them excited about you and what you're doing, so that they can pass that on to somebody else. And closing sales, it's all about confidence, you know, and you got, like, in sales, it's a tough job. It really is. And my closing percentage, when I first started, it was about 60%, which is still great. And now that I've been working with the company now for, I believe 6 weeks now, and my closing percentage is about 80 to 85%. And
Wow.
it's pretty awesome. It's pretty great. And what's happened between when I started and now is that I'm so much more confident, and I fully believe in what I am presenting. Like I love Cutco. I get so excited every time I go into the kitchen when I can use my knives. But like I'm comfortable, I'm excited, I'm confident, and having that confidence translates to whoever you're talking to, and that gets them excited. And that helps with closing.
So Tina, I know that you've got a lot of goals and you're very passionate about Cutco. What are your future goals, and like where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. It's crazy to think 5 years, because like look at this year. This year has been crazy, right? But in 5 years, I hope that I have graduated by then, and I'm working, in the hospital. I have ambitions to kind of be all over the place in terms of nursing. I love a whole bunch of specialties, so I'm not really sure exactly where I want to be in terms of nursing. But in terms of Cutco, I would love to be a branch manager. And even a division manager. I would love to have those experiences and to be able to lead my own team and lead people to grow their business and being confident and, sending more messages like this one. So it's kind of both, I kind of have two goals, and I hope that they're able to intertwine, and I'm able to do both, work with Cutco and work as a nurse, and, I'll be a knife selling nurse. It'll be great.
I have no doubt that you'll be super good at bringing those together. Tina, you're really an inspiring woman. So, the way you talk to us about your story today, you really show us that you evolved as you go. Like, you started like a little less sure of your strength, and you totally brought it to a different level, which is amazing. And we want to recognize your ability to navigate change. So we would like to make you an official Evolve As You Go community partner and give you that virtual badge. And we are so excited to have you today, and welcome to our team.
Thank you so much, Kim and Christine. I really appreciate that. This has been so fun. Honestly, I was nervous because I've never done anything like this before, but you guys made it super fun and super relaxed. And yeah, I've really enjoyed myself, and I hope that my message that I've said today, gets across to others, and hopefully it inspires them to grow as they go.
I have no doubt in my mind that you are going to inspire many people who are watching this video. And we really look forward to seeing how you and your business continue to evolve. If anybody wants to get in touch with Tina and learn more about her business, all of her details are going to be in the description box below.
If you know any inspiring entrepreneur that would love to be featured on our channel, please give them our email, kimandchristinecoaching@gmail.com.
And we want to thank you. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting our channel. We really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video and if you enjoyed our guest, Tina, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos.
Stay tuned for more videos.
Bye.
Bye.